Chapter 271. When also Drohuit, who recovered from his fake grief, of course quite comically, he also went and quite shyly kissed Agla's skirt, greeted Fungar Helen with the deepest reverence, and then said to him, "I have told Gurat, who was on the verge of complete desperation, as a soothing consolation, 'Friend, let me comfort you. Trust the gods, and highly trust your most honest and noblest friend, and build as on a marble base on the love of the heavenly Agla, and you will soon convince yourself that this matter has a completely different face than you imagined it in your immense sorrow.'" But these words were of no avail to him, and he raged as before. After a while, I took his hand and said to him again, "Friend Gurat, king of the great empire, listen to me. You are completely mistaken if you put the character of the heavenly Agla on the same level as ours. For behold, she is the daughter of a man on those holy heights which were inhabited by the first people on earth. But we are no longer human beings, but only barely a faint shadow of humanity. Therefore, we must compare ourselves to Agla also like shadows. For she alone is still human reality, and we only hardly a shadow in the evening sun, and pretend to be great in our characters, while we all together, with regard to character, are nothing compared to the heavenly Agla. But if we just to some degree want to claim the high honour of being human, we have to walk with Agla like a shadow walks with the body, and never think that she is ever capable of sinning against our nature. When I had said this to Gurat, he calmed down a little bit, but still suffered a lot, and soon fell back into his boundless sadness and cried, "Agla is my heart, and Fungar Helen my head. Neither can I lose with no loss of my life. And yet one is lost, Agla or Fungar Helen." When I heard this from him and realized that all my well-founded consolations remained completely fruitless, I myself was befallen by a deep melancholy, and I also fell into a great sadness. Upon this speech, or better, upon this utter impromptu lie, Agla, completely moved, went straight to the still very upset-appearing orator, took his hand, pressed it to her heart, and said, "You have always proven yourself as my friend, and always stood with me in great graces. But as much as this time, you've never proven yourself as a friend of mine, the king and Fungar Helen. That is why I want to reward you, as nobody has been rewarded until now in this city before. Behold, I have 2 sisters who are not inferior to me in beauty. I will have them brought here, one for you and one for Fungar Helen, so that I can stay with Gurat. And I think that this price will forge a bond around us which no power will ever be able to tear apart." With this proposal all were satisfied, and immediately arrangements were made to fetch these sisters from the heights.